by first-generation students. So the more familiar you can make parents with those processes, they can aid and support their students in that transition. So an intervention was established to improve parent knowledge, offering 2 new workshops. One was 3 local colleges came and presented information about their schools, as well as a panel of past peer high school students that now are in college or graduated from a 4-year university. So data was collected by a survey using a Likert scale, and that just means it goes from strongly disagree to strongly agree, and it's 5 in the middle. And so they were asked to do a pre-survey and then a post-survey based on the same exact scale. So the pre and post survey did ask ethnicity, age, gender, and this was just a parent survey. And then the questions posed in the survey was, I have a good understanding of the college application process. I have a good understanding of the college financial aid process. I feel as though I know what the life of a college student entails. I feel as though I can help my student prepare for college transition. I have a good understanding of the college admission process, and I am familiar with my local 4-year colleges. So they were asked to do that before they had the presentations, and then after. And so the data, it's just a pie chart that represents the questions before and after. So question number 1, if they had a good understanding of the college application process. Before, in the pre-survey, the one that probably you need to take note of is 56% strongly disagree that they did not have a good understanding of the college application process, and none said they strongly agreed that they did have a good understanding. So those outliers on either side are probably ones that you need to pay attention to. And the next slide will be a post, and then it's almost reverse, where after the presentation, 0% said that they were still in that category, and 12% were in the strongly agree. So those 2 slides mirror each other, and the rest of them will be the same. So question 2, whether they had a good understanding of the financial aid process. I flipped my slides. Sorry, I'm going to go ahead. This should say disagree up here. It's a typo. Sorry about that. So 60% said they strongly disagreed that they didn't have a good understanding of, and I'm just going to focus on the outliers because those are where you had the most movement, that they didn't have a good understanding, and 0% said they did have a good understanding. And so you're going to see the financial aid process, it flipped on this side, where 0 had, they strongly disagreed that they had a good understanding because they agreed at 76%. Question 3, if they knew what the life of a college student entails, and obviously this one is supposed to be reflective of the panel where students came to talk to them. And before the panel came, 64% said they didn't know what the life of a college student was like, and 0 said that they knew what it was like, and those 2, 12% said now they really knew what it was like to be a college student, and 0% said they didn't know what it was like. We got 2 more. If they could help prepare their student for the college transition, this is a really big question, preparation, because it could mean a whole lot of things. 68% said they strongly disagreed, 0 agree. And then it's reversed on that one too, so the movement's down here too. And the last one, they had a good understanding of the college admission process, 50% strongly disagreed, 0% agreed. And then the reverse on this one too. The last one, familiarity with their 4-year colleges. This would be like Chico, Sac State, and Davis for us. A lot of them have never been to a college campus, and so that's why you would bring the college campus to them. 56% said they strongly disagreed about how familiar they were with their local college campuses, and 0% strongly agreed. And then 0% strongly disagreed, 12% strongly agreed. So the standout results, I kind of went through them at the same time, but it's those outliers in the Likert scale, the strongly agree, the strongly disagree, that you would want to see reversed from those 2 results. And the implication for further practice would just be the more information that you can give parents and the more guidance you can give them and people coming to talk to them and attending workshops, the more likely they will be to maybe send their kids to a four-year school and know how to help them, because that's the biggest obstacle. I think many of them want to send them, but they just don't know how to help them and facilitate that. And that kind of goes along with further research. So that's it. Questions for me, audience? So Liz, you guys show them one more time. Like how she shows each one individual. Do you guys have any questions for me, audience? You guys good? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.